Hey YouTube Nation, welcome again to another video of mine. Alright, so this is a follow-up to a video I did on January 10th where I showed persons how to use Fiverr and Canva to actually start making money on Fiverr. Alright, so at the time when I made that video I was actually at zero. I didn't make any money on Fiverr. And today I'm proud to say that I've earned over $50 on Fiverr. Alright, so I'm gonna show you my earnings right here as proof. So I have expected earnings up here of $12 because I just delivered 2 gigs, and that's not reflected here as yet because the persons haven't marked them as complete. But between January, the last part of January, as you can see here, the first order came in January 20th, and between January 20th and February 11th I've made $45, already withdrawn $4, and I'm still waiting to get $12 here, so that would be over $50 that I've made on Fiverr. Alright, so this video is about my top 5 Fiverr tips. Alright, so what worked for me and how you can create your own Fiverr profile for free and start representing your services. Alright, so the first thing for me with Fiverr is I had the profile up for about 3 weeks before starting making any money, and that was because I didn't have any reviews or any ratings. Alright, so for my gigs, currently I have 5 gigs up, and I'm gonna get to the number of gigs in a bit. So the gigs that has been doing the best for me is this one. This one is graphic designing. I basically do any photo editing, or if they want to build posters, post for their Facebook, Instagram. And I already did a video where I showed you guys how to use Canva to make those images, even if you don't know anything about graphic designing. So I'm gonna leave a link to that video. You should see it somewhere to the end of the video at the top. You can check that out. Alright, and so my first sale actually came from someone from this channel, which I very much appreciate. That person wanted to do some carnival t-shirts. He wanted a design for his carnival t-shirt. So let me just preview the gig. They should have a sample here. So this is my gig, and this was my first order right here. This one, Soca Junkie. So the person was from Trinidad. As you can see, he left a comment here saying very good work, I recommend. Alright, and he also left a 5-star rating. It was immediately after getting that 5-star rating, about 2 days later I got another order, and then about 2 days later until it started coming in every day. So basically, the more reviews and rating I had, it's the higher up that Fiverr puts your gig in front of the audience. Alright, so that would be number 1. So if you don't have any ratings or anything like that and you create your profile, I'm gonna leave a link in the description. You can also have someone, for instance, if you create your gig and you email me that gig link, I can give your gig clicks. So the more clicks your gig gets, that's the higher they put it as well. And depending on the service that you have, if you have someone that can just purchase a service just to get you started and get that rating, and then you even send them back the money through PayPal, that's also something, because I didn't even think of that because I didn't know the importance of rating on Fiverr. Alright, so you see here there's clicks. So this is how much clicks in the last 30 days that these gigs have gotten. Alright, so for this one it has 42 clicks, it has 73 views, and orders 7. Impression is basically when someone search for graphic designing and your gig shows up in that square right there, then your gig got an impression. Alright, so it has 891 impressions, so it's doing really good, better than compared to all the other gigs. I have transcription. This is basically where persons send me their video or audio files, and they just want it to be converted to a Word document. So I have a free website that I use where I basically just listen to what the audio is in my headset and I speak and it types for me, because I am a real slow typer, so I don't want to be sitting down typing. Alright, and also, so this one has 6 clicks, 119 views, and I have 3 orders. One of them I just delivered, so that's one of the orders that's still pending. Alright, on to tip number 2. What I did now after that is I went into Facebook groups. Like you have Facebook groups. Let's say you're doing a graphic design gig, you can go into, because there's a Facebook group called Fiverr for Jamaica or something like that, where you post a gig in there and persons looking for that service, they would click your gig and you get offers. So for my transcription orders, they have solely come from Facebook groups. Alright, the other traffic for this one is organic, except for the first one that came from the YouTube channel. Alright, the third thing I would want to talk about is the gig itself. Your gig needs to have a good description and it needs to have quality images. Alright, so if you take, for example, you will only get the option to put up 3 images when you start, and every work that you do after that, they add a sample of the work to your gig. So, and also the customer's response. So you can see great experience, excellent service, super fast delivery. So every work that you do, they leave 1 image as a sample on your display. Alright, so you'll see persons with gigs with over 20 images. That's because they've been doing a lot of work. Alright, the next thing I would want to talk about is using up all the gig spaces that you get, because you have the option to put up 7 gigs. So if you have the chance to earn from 7 gigs, you will have more likely to get customers than if you have just 1 and you're sitting down waiting for the 1. But if you have 1 and you get the rating and you start getting revenue from the 1, it can work as well. So it's all about the strategy that you use. And the last and most important thing that works for me is that I always over deliver. Alright, so for instance, a customer asked for a soca image like this to put on their t-shirt. I gave him 3 variations. I gave him this one, another one with a different color, and another one with a different color. And my edge is speed. If they order now, I have 24 hours to deliver the order. I normally give it to them in like 1 hour or 2 hours, depending on if I'm on the road and I get the message. Alright, but that is my thing, because if you notice, most of my customers, they reply and say it was super fast and stuff like that, and see it was done quickly. So that's my edge, that's my little niche right there. And when persons are looking to give you their work, they say, hey, this guy does the work good and he does it really quickly. So those are the 5 tips that I have for now. My freelancing journey has basically just begun. I do know persons that are making over $2,000 monthly on Fiverr that are here in Jamaica, so I know that it's something that can work. So like as you can see here, the earnings to prove that it works. And if you want to go ahead and start creating your Fiverr account, you can definitely use my link in the description. I'm also going to leave my email address in the description as well. If you need any tips, any helps, how to set it up, I normally just reach out to you by phone after you reach out to me in the email, and I can give you a one-on-one tip, stuff like that. It's totally free. There's nothing, you don't need to pay for the advice, so don't worry about that. And yeah, that's my tips on Fiverr so far, and this is my Fiverr journey exactly 1 month from the previous video. Alright, so remember to like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you know when I come out with another video. Alright, peace.